President Ibrahim Traore, who assumed power in Burkina Faso over 2 years ago, has been hailed for groundbreaking reforms, including the construction of the nation's first gold refinery and a 50% salary increase for civil servants. Traore, now 37, became the world's youngest head of state in 2022 after a coup, focusing on economic self-reliance and cultural pride. His leadership has sparked widespread support across Africa, with civilians reportedly guarding roundabouts to protect him. Here's a list of some of what Captain Ibrahim Traore has achieved in Burkina in less than 2 years he took over. 1. Launched the Postal Bank of Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso inaugurated the Postal Bank of Burkina Faso, BPBF, in 2024 with a capital of 15 billion FCFA, $25 million, aiming to enhance financial sovereignty. President Ibrahim Traore emphasized the bank's role in reducing reliance on the CFA franc, a currency tied to France's colonial legacy, as part of a broader push for economic autonomy. 2. Opened first gold refinery for Burkina Faso's first gold refinery, launched in 2024, processed 142 tons of raw gold to produce 93 kilograms of refined gold, marking a shift toward local refining. Approved in 2023, the facility aims to produce 400 kilograms daily, creating 100 direct and 5,000 indirect jobs, as part of President Traore's strategy to control the nation's gold sector. 3. Nationalized key gold mine at a lower price. President Ibrahim Traore nationalized the Bangu and Wahnion gold mines for $80 million, a significant discount from the $300 million price agreed by Endeavour Mining. The move aligns with Traore's push to retain economic benefits from Burkina Faso's gold industry, which accounts for 80% of exports. 4. Opened the country's first locally funded tomato processing factory. Burkina Faso opened its first fully locally funded tomato processing factory in Bobo Dioulasso, valued at $12 million, 7.5 billion CFA francs. The facility processes 100 tons of tomatoes daily, generating 187 direct and 10,000 indirect jobs, reducing reliance on imported tomato products. 5. Burkina becomes the first French colonized nation in sub-Saharan Africa to produce tomato concentrate. Burkina Faso has become the first formerly French colonized nation in sub-Saharan Africa to produce tomato concentrate, thanks to its new processing plant in Bobo Dioulasso. The factory, producing paste and sauces under the Adia brand, marks a milestone in agro-industrial development. 6. Launched a support center for cotton harvesters, President Ibrahim Traore inaugurated Burkina Faso's first national support center for artisanal cotton processing. This initiative takes advantage of the country's position as Africa's largest cotton producer and the world's 10th largest. The center aims to enhance local textile production and decrease dependency on imports. 7. Established a factory to produce police and military uniforms. Burkina Faso has opened a factory to produce police and military uniforms locally, ending imports and creating jobs. The initiative, led by President Traore, supports his vision of economic self-sufficiency and local industry growth. 8. Ordered judicial system to ditch European-style dressing, introduced African clothes in court. Lawyers in Burkina Faso now wear 100% African clothes in court, replacing European-style wigs, as part of President Traore's push to reject colonial legacies and promote cultural identity. 9. Adopted the traditional attire to be used as school uniforms. In 2023, President Ibrahim Traore encouraged the adoption of Faso Dan Fani textiles for school uniforms throughout Burkina Faso. This initiative, spearheaded by the Ministry of Education, seeks to foster appreciation for the country's rich cultural heritage among students. 10. Banned importation of second-hand clothes, encouraging locally made attire. President Ibrahim Traore has announced a ban on the importation of second-hand clothing, promoting the adoption of locally made garments among the African population. This initiative aims to bolster Burkina Faso's textile industry while fostering a sense of cultural and economic sovereignty that aligns with President Traore's broader vision. 11. Improved healthcare systems and facilities, and also introduced free surgeries. President Traore supplied the Ministry of Health with 15 mobile clinics, 36 vehicles, 3 oxygen units, 11 cold rooms, 835 tablets, and 1,900 solar refrigerators. Additionally, 4,000 free cataract surgeries were provided, improving healthcare access for citizens. 12. Expanded Bobo Dioulasso Airport and revived Air Burkina Faso, invested 80 billion CFA francs to modernize Bobo Dioulasso Airport, the country's second-largest hub. President Traore also acquired an Embraer 170 to revive Air Burkina, boosting national connectivity and infrastructure. 13. Supported farmers with agricultural tools and equipment to boost production. President Traore provided farmers with 400 tractors, 953 motorcycles, 710 motor pumps, 10,000 tons of fish food, 68,964 tons of fertilizer, and 10,000 liters of phytosanitary products to enhance agricultural productivity in Burkina Faso, a key sector in the savanna-rich nation. 14. Joined Mali and Niger to establish the Alliance of Sahel States, AES. President Traore has formally signed a treaty with Mali and Niger to establish the Alliance of Sahel States, AES, a collaborative confederation aimed at promoting regional cooperation and autonomy. Formalized in 2024, the AES is committed to creating a stabilization fund, a central bank, and an economic committee to enhance economic development and stability in the region while providing an alternative framework to ECOWAS. 15. Launched a new biometric passport without the ECOWAS symbol, in a move to establish his vision of enhancing regional sovereignty and fostering independent governance. Traore introduced a new biometric passport that does not feature the ECOWAS logo, signaling its transition as part of the Alliance of Sahel States. 16. Restored alliance with Russia by reopening the Russian embassy in Burkina after 31 years of closure. In 2023, President Traore played a pivotal role in the reopening of the Russian embassy in Burkina Faso, marking the end of a 31-year hiatus. This significant step, taken in the aftermath of the 2023 Russia-Africa Summit, is indicative of Burkina Faso's strategic shift towards fostering stronger relations with Russia and enhancing its diplomatic engagements beyond traditional Western alliances. 17. Adopted local languages as official languages instead of French. Burkina Faso has dropped French as an official language, adopting local languages instead, under President Traore's leadership. The decision aligns with his rejection of colonial influences, including the expulsion of French troops. 18. Ended Operation Sabre by expelling French troops and military bases out of Burkina. President Ibrahim Traore expelled French troops from Burkina Faso in 2023, officially ending Operation Sabre with a historic ceremony. The move reflects Traore's push for win-win partnerships with nations like Russia amid ongoing security challenges.